Hi, I'm Cece with Angel Radio Tarot. It's so nice to have you here. Look, I wasn't expecting to read today. I was just in the middle of setting everything up and just really kind of just spending some time in this space without any expectation, without any real purpose other than just kind of tidying up, getting just everything in order. Some of you are feeling like things are kind of chaotic right now and you're wanting to just square away everything out to the edges. Yeah, what's going on here? I'm going to go ahead and read some cards. We're going to get an idea of what the energy is here. When I start the day every day, I am immediately upon waking just bombarded with feelings and thoughts and emotions. I spend my time reacting to a million different scenarios in my head that I've collected from going online or talking to people or interacting with traffic or just having to interact with other humans in different life scenarios. And then having all of that come back to me is all these little unresolved thoughts or feelings I had about what I experienced the day before. And not even that, it'll just be like a mood will come over me because I remembered something from 15 years ago. That son of a bitch. And that's when I check myself for, are these my feelings? Because I was fine a minute ago. And now I'm being completely engorged with very strong reactiveness from just getting out of bed and going to the bathroom. It's that moment of reactiveness where I stop myself because I am not a high-tempered person. I've never been a high-tempered person. I get very excited about things, but as far as getting just mad and reactive and angry, and that's just not ever been a thing. Somebody about, I was in my late 30s and a friend of mine stopped and goes, when was the last time you got angry at something? And he thought I was repressed. No, that's not how I react. That's not how I respond. And so whenever I do feel big sweeping moods from nowhere, and it seems like very specific scenarios pissing me off, I will scope back. Look at this mess. It comes in like a wad. It just comes in like a wad. I'm going to read that. We're going to read that. That was too pretty. That was too pretty. Did you see when I was spreading my hands like that? That was too pretty. So some of you are in the process of learning how to discern your emotions from empathy, from being empathic. Some of you are empathic. Some of you feel like you're just don't have a handle on this. You've been told your whole life that you're moody. You might have even been told that you're borderline personality disorder because your moods are so strong when they come to you that it's mistaken for a black and white mentality. And really you just have very strong opinions about stuff that you don't, oh God, how does it, when I was regularly accused of being a social justice warrior, it was like, what do you got? What do you got? What do you got? I'm in. The reactiveness. Yeah, some of you are being counseled about your reactiveness. All right, I'm going to read these. I'm getting just kind of like a aha moment. Like this, well, what now? Okay, so if I'm not going to react to then there's just this blank space of emotion, this blank space. Okay, all right. So greed, materialism, arrogance, financial instability, overindulgence, getting unstable, unsatiable, a lack of faith and despair, recklessness. But on the end of this is new opportunities with gratitude, emotional renewal, recovery and hope, stagnation, fear of change, and then somebody coming in with a big emotional expression, big feelings of loss or holding on to the past. Now that in traditional tarot, this would be a big expression of affection, which would be kind of like the natural over response to being in this state of mind, of feeling lost and clinging and grasping. This sounds like someone going through recovery, like addiction recovery of some kind. With these new opportunities, there's the recovery, hope, healing, new beginnings, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. And then not knowing how to live in sobriety, stagnation, fear of change, and then over grasping, over clinging. Their first relationship they come into, people in recovery, it's often very big feels, and fear of big failure. All right. So what? Big feels. We've got the King of Cups here. God. Avoiding conflict, lack of growth, lack of energy, opportunities, lost battles, missed opportunities. Someone was going to jail or went to jail over this. Emotional maturity, calmness, balanced emotions. What does Rider-Waite say about the King of Cups? Because I'm reading right off of these other cards, and they give a little bit of a different impression here. So I'm saying that a lot. So someone here is asking a question like, big fucking deal. So what? They have no remorse for a crime that's been committed. Or they're trying to play off the results of the situation are not that big a deal. So what? Because they don't know how to fix it. They don't know how to create a different outcome. And if you've been in recovery or you're familiar with stepping through recovery, so what? So what? I'm being blocked here. There's someone that's very curious. Some of you, a small number of you out there are very curious about how to fix something that you don't want to expose. You're trying to find answers without divulging your guilt or without divulging your association. How are you going to find answers if you, what's going on up here? Page of Swords. Curiosity, intellectual pursuit, communication, exploration. You're lacking confidence. You don't want someone to know that you are vulnerable. I'm getting imposter syndrome. Some of you are dealing with this, or this. I don't get that this is, maybe this could be some of you trying to find a new way, or you could be dealing with someone that's coming out of addiction recovery. Hello, Simon. Who's there? I hear little steps. Who's there? Come here. Hi, Max. Come on up, Max. Come say hello. Hello, everyone. Over here, Max. Over here, Max. Hi, baby. How you doing? Do you want to get up here and relax on the table? Find a nice spot. You sit down? Or are you going to give us blessings? You're going to sit down right here with us and read cards? Right here is good. Yes, sir. Right here is good. It's okay. Can you sit? Sit. That's a good boy. Lay down. Lay down right here with me. Come on, lay down. You can do it. It's good. Yeah, good job. Good job. Good job. What do you want everyone to know, Max? Do you have something for us, Max? What do you know about the cards, Max? Do you have a favorite card? Oh, right there. Which one? Is there a good one in there? Here. One of these? Is it one of these? Can you pick a card? No? Max. Do you have is there anything specific I should know? No? He keeps telling me no, so what's something in here? Is it this one? Any of these? No? Just as it is. Okay. As it is. Well, it popped right back into our page. Is this all I needed to know? Is there anything else? Can I have a kiss? What? Was there something else we were supposed to do? What do you want me to know? Want me to read it out? Well, the page. Okay. Oh, this one. Oh, boy. Do you see how he keyed up on? This is the one? The moon. Intuition, mystery, illusion, and subconscious. What else? You really like this one, huh? Okay, we'll hold that one aside. Do you like this one? The Empress. Yes. There's the Devil and the Ace of Wands. Either one of these? No? Nothing. No? Okay. I don't know if you could see him. He mouthed that. Yeah, he's telling me all about it. Anything else, Max? He's like done. He keeps moving out of the frame. Like, nope, I don't have anything else for you. So, let's see what Max had to say. The moon and the Empress. What were we discussing before? We were talking about recovery from addiction, or there's someone else. Does not like the Devil being inverse. Does not need the Ace of Wands. You don't need any power. You've got all the power you need. When we have the curiosity and the intellectual spirit, confidence. What about this moon, Max? What about this moon? What do you know, Max? Anything? No. He doesn't have anything else to say about it. All right. The moon. Love you. He's a good boy. Yeah. You can give me some sugar right here. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Yes, that's good stuff. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Love you too. Are you ready to go? You want to get down? You gonna stay right there? Okay. So what were we doing? Yes. The moon. Thank you. I'll get back in the book. The moon. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I flipped right to the page and he hopped up. Yeah, I'll sniff around. So the moon, the distinction between this card and some of the conventional types is that the moon is increasing on what is called the side of mercy to the right of the observer. It has 16 chief and 16 secondary rays. Life of the imagination apart from life of the spirit. Path between towers is the issue into the unknown. The dog and the wolf are the fears of the natural mind in the presence of that place of exit, where there's only reflected light to guide it. So we're talking about faith here. The last reference is a key to another form of symbolism. The intellectual light is a reflection And beyond it is the unknown mystery which it cannot show forth. It illuminates our animal nature, types of which are represented by the dog, the wolf, and sometimes what comes out of the deeps, the nameless and hideous tendency which is lower than the savage beast, the lobster there, or the crawfish, crawdad. So this is our animal nature, aside from, boy, you are just keyed up on that window. The message is peace. Be still, and it may be that there shall come upon a calm, the animal nature. There shall come a calm upon the animal nature, while the abyss beneath shall cease from giving a form. I want you to see what Max did whenever it was time to be still. This is what he wants us to know. Max, you sharing some good stuff, buddy. There we go. So you've got your spirit form and then your intellectual form, but then you have your corporeal animal nature as well. 1616 is the 0077. How you doing? Simon's come to join us. I'm in between a wolf and a hound. Come here, Max. And then Simon. Come here, Si. Come here, Si. Come on up, bub. Come on. Come up here and be my moon pair. Come here. Up. Up. No. Come here, boss. Come on, up. There you go. There you go. All right. Yeah, kisses. That's a good boy. All right, my wolf and my hound. Everybody down. You got it. I think somebody's prompting for a little bit of outside time. I'll be right back. Now, some of you, the nuance may not have been lost on you that I am sitting in this Empress energy, and you may be also. It doesn't take being between a dog and a hound with the mystery beneath. And it could be that you are feeling like this is almost an esteem issue for you. That you are behind or between two higher forms, still not fully developed into its path. Oh, that's terrible. It doesn't focus at all, does it? I'm going to pull out this other Raider White. I'll find it here. But traditional Raider White would have you take on this in its inverse as illusions, but here's the other. Where is it? So what we're going for here right now is the nuance of this particular, because it felt very personal. Max got very involved. He heard himself being mentioned. He brought that message to you. So there's the Empress there. I want to get a different energy or different read off cards that I have personal, long-standing relationship with. The image in that particular form for me will be triggering and almost there. What am I seeing here? Because we're going about, there we are, the moon. There's in its inverse, but it's not, I'm familiar mostly with it in its inverse as being a card of illusions. And this is what time one of something coming to not a big deal. There was so much emphasis on the separation of your moods from your spiritual connections, collecting moods, almost like hearing someone's prayers, being an empath is like hearing the broadcast. When you go into a crowd or go into a grocery store is a great example, because people are so in their own, even their own visualizations is of their house and inside their family and inside their kitchen, and where the base functions of the fundamentals of their house happens is in the kitchen. So when they go to the grocery store, they are in their own world. They have brought their world with them. The bubble that they have around them of their spiritual presence, it's like, it's transparent looking inward, but when they're looking outward, what they see is a film of a broadcast of their life brought into that scene through their imagination. And when they look up, they're visualizing on the interior of their bubble their own personal world and life, what the inside of their kitchen looks like, what the inside of their fridge looks like, what the inside of their house looks like, what the inside of their family unit looks like, the people they're going to feed, the shit that they got to do, the things that run their cyclic existence is being projected on the inside of this bubble, like you're at Epcot and it's the inside of an IMAX. But from the outside, it just looks like clear glass, and you're seeing the person walk around in their own VR. I do it when I mention things like I'm pulling up the 3D imaging set. My 3D imaging system, you can see me looking at it right now. It's not quite the 1,000-yard stare of post-traumatic stress. It's about 3 feet out in front of me, and it is a video wall. And it's seamless video wall. And I can see great distances, but it's still on a panel about 3 feet away from me. You're able to sandbox life from that. For some of you, you're having trouble with creating that boundary for yourself, creating that bubble. There's a lot of, when your internal projection system like that, your 3D imaging system, when you can't turn it off, because you feel like someone else has the power button, someone else is applying pressure. Someone else is applying pressure. Some of you are empaths and you're experiencing this right now. You are feeling someone applying pressure. You can't get this person out of your head. You have rebuked. You have gone through cleansing, whatever. And you still, even if you turn your mind intellectually or verbally away from this person, you are still feeling this tightness, this pressure, the pressure being like an intimidation, this persistent, glaring, rude display of dislike. Someone around you is having some kind of petulant frenzy, and they don't like you. They don't want to like you. They don't like what you're doing. They don't like how you're doing it. You're not doing anything wrong. You're not doing anything rude. You're not even being maliciously compliant. They just hate themselves so much that anybody else that looks like they feel better about life than they do, which is pretty low, they transform their energy into destroying, hating anything that they can hate more than themselves. So if you're above that median level of self-loathing, then it's a crab in a bucket thing, but on a really just wicked level. Some of you, okay, you're not even being who I'm talking to. It's not even like you're stuck in a place with someone that you don't like, or that is being this, it's like toxic work environment, but when I was a very young person, I worked in an office next to this woman that was in her, well, okay, so I was like 18 or 19. She looked like a grandma already, so which means what? She was probably 40. And because to an 18-year-old, if you look like you're old enough to have grandkids, baby grandkids, so that's 40. But I mean, I could easily be 15 years older than she was then, but she was so fucking bitter. Like when she walked in the room, she just brought the fucking grinding hatred with her without saying a word. And that she would ice you. I shared a 10 by, I shared 100 square feet with this woman 8 hours a day. And without saying a word, I was crying at lunch with my partner in tears, begging for a way to not have to go back, because it was so toxic. It was just so fucking toxic. Have you ever been in a room with somebody that just hates your guts? You don't have to be empath to pick up on that. And typically you would get up and leave or find an excuse to escape that situation. But what if you're in a situation where you don't have that option? And there's nobody there to check this person. And there's no cause to it. There's no purpose behind it. They have just decided to hate your guts. And they have to be there too. There's some conditioning here where they can't just out and out tell you, or they can't out and out abuse you. They're having to tolerate your presence. So all of this is happening it's like so overt, but it's, oh my God, anybody walking in the room and doing business with the two of you would not be able to ignore your stark discomfort and their pungent dislike for you. What's going on here? Why is this being brought up? It's to point out specifically who I'm talking to. If this doesn't apply to you, then this specific portion of the read doesn't apply to you. But I'm getting somebody's prayers. I am hearing somebody's prayers. No, I don't think you're praying to me. I am tuning into Angel Radio and I am hearing the broadcast. Now, this plea of despair, confirmation, train horns are going crazy right now. So you got the attention of a spirit team. There's a spirit team being put together to bring you out of this. Your desperation has been recognized. You're on the roster. You're on the maintenance list. the part that you're being asked to do is to maintain vigilance in this. You don't have to actually do anything except for just keep doing what you're doing. Focus on longevity here. That was confirmation. Yeah, damn it. You don't want to, because you can't keep doing it. But here's the difference: is before you didn't think anybody knew what this is going on. You weren't getting the attention that you need at 30-30. It has been acknowledged. It has been acknowledged. The team is being put together, or the team has been put together. There's stuff that has to happen in your house. When I say your house, anything in the general spiritual influence of the people and the actions and the activities and the sequence of events that happen around you that you don't see in other people's lives, that brings situations into a course of events that steers some portion. And mind you, it doesn't just get turned off. This is life force. You can't just turn it off and say, no, you're not going to hit this. That life force is flowing, and all we can do, like a flood being held back, is to try to direct the current. Yeah, it's like a wind. And it's doing little things like, and what is in angel power, what is within the power of angels, is to do little things like shift the breeze or adjust the element in some way. The base element, wind, earth, fire, water. So it's the currents of water, or the breeze itself, adjusting just the tiniest of influence over the smallest of particulates of atoms to create a shift in the current, to bring a breeze downward and to dash the ash of a cigarette somewhere else. That starts the conflagration, that eats just that one bush, that loosens the roots from the soil that causes the avalanche. It's a huge force. It's like the momentum behind a train car. It's going very, very slowly, but it's not going to stop until it completes inertial contact. It's going very, very slowly, but you're not going to be able to just push it back very, very slowly. That's a huge mass coming forward. And the best you can do is to try to nudge it out of the way, nudge it into another direction. Is space, outer space, space station, module, drifting toward another module with a spacewalker there, could push it out of the way, but not really push it out of the way, but just sort of vector it with a nudge. But there's no way you could stop that mass from coming forward. The best you could do would be to deflect it and into a direction where you would want that mass to. It's just too big of a form, too big of a thing. For the volume that your spirit takes up, Two of Wands, for the volume of space, the volume of spiritual weight that you carry, that's how much of an effect you have on these spiritual currents. And you're not the only one. There are a bajillion other wishes and hopes and prayers that also desperately need to be fulfilled. Wheel of Fortune inverted. And there are priorities, and there are priorities of need converging with priorities of maybe it's not possible at this time because these other priorities have to happen. You don't get to take your turn right now. No, but we were talking about your prayer being answered here, but it takes time because your team is busy putting all of the pieces in place for it to happen. It's already started. It's already started. The dominoes have already started falling. You just can't see all the way up the line. So this is where faith comes in. This is where faith, you know what, frankly, this isn't even faith anymore. Because if you had faith, you wouldn't be here talking to me. You have knowledge now. You don't need faith. You have knowing. There's a cause for a celebration here. Okay, so while I will be going live here soon again. I'll try to do that regularly in between these normal recordings. It's a whole different vibe. It's a whole different vibe. I get very involved with your energy whenever you're commenting. This becomes very focused on my tapping in. All right, so there is cause. For some of you, there's cause for celebration. Come on now. Knight of Pentacles. I want to thank all of the new viewers and new subscribers. I just had one commenter visit all the way from Scotland. I'd love to know your take on what you think you're hearing from me right now, because I've never been overseas and I don't have any recollection of family from Scotland or Ireland, but I had a brain event right after COVID, and I woke up and I was stuck like this for 3 days, and it was quite worrisome. So I've met someone from the UK, and I caught up with her as soon as I heard her talking from all across the pond, and she was shocked that I had never even been over there. Was pretty sure I was from a specific neighborhood, but she couldn't put it down. So I'm wondering if you can tell me if it's anything that you recognize. And two of what? Okay, Knight of Pentacles. So if you are the first person to comment on any of my videos or shorts, you'll be the winner of the first commenter free read giveaway. It's a 15-minute personal read. I'll send you a YouTube link. And so include with your first comment, please. You'll see on there, if you're the first commenter, include your question. And then I'll return with the YouTube link. And I'll never send you outside of YouTube. I'm only on YouTube. Unless you want to make a contribution. And you can do that at Venmo at Angel Radio Tarot. So if you see me anywhere else, holla back here on YouTube and tell me, because ain't nobody supposed to have my face up anywhere else doing anything. Let's see. And don't give your money to, don't send your money to anybody else other than this Venmo address, Angel Radio Tarot, thinking that you're giving it to me, because you're getting scammed. Here we go. The Knight of Pentacles inversed. Okay, so there's a cause for celebration, but there is going to be a delay. And you're going to, let's see, discouragement, carelessness. Your best option right now is to relax about it like it's not even coming. Don't even think about it right now. Repose, idleness of that kind. It's just like, don't worry about anything. Enjoy this little party time. Enjoy this celebration. Two of Wands. It's going to be very low-key celebrating. But almost just smug with how relaxed you are right now because you got no problem with, you got no worries. There's nothing for you to worry about right now. Two of Wands. In fact, you are being prompted to display like you are not concerned about anything, because to do anything else would be giving your game away. The Two of Wands. There's not a union to be had. It says no marriage possible. On the one hand, riches, fortune, and magnificence, but on the other, physical suffering, disease, chagrin. So it's like almost an ultimatum. Kind of getting stagnant, being stagnant, which goes with this Knight of Pentacles, just to act like you got like nothing happening in your life. Okay, so this would normally be said as, don't share people your successes or your good news, because they're just going to come in and try to take it from you. Don't be telling people your good stuff. Don't be telling people about your resources. Don't be telling people about your lottery win. Act like you got nothing. Not only do you not have a big win in your pocket right now, but you're going to present like, hey, buddy, you got a dime? Yeah, you're turning this vision of you having the Wheel of Fortune, turn it on its head. And it don't matter if people think you come some kind of scrub. You're at home with your fortune, with your bank book, with your dollar bill, y'all. Hi, Sai. He's pretty happy about it. Kisses to you, baby. That's right. That's right. You want them to think that you are not interesting, that you don't have enough money to be compromised. You don't have anything going for you. You got no prospects. You are the dullest person. You got a dull job. You in the back washing dishes somewhere. You let them take the impression that you are a sad sack. Because the people that know you are going to see this and they're going to go like, you don't really believe that, do you? And they're going to show themselves as not thinking very highly of you when they were supposed to be in your corner. Like, because if they think you got shit, they're always in your corner. Hide your gold. Hide your new toys. And I'm not talking about to do anything on the illegal, like hiding your income from the IRS. That's not what I'm saying here. I'm saying hiding your boon from scallywags who only want to know you when you're up, because they are parasites. They are lampreys. And they don't mind partying at your place and cozying up in your dog bed and making a big joke about it if that's all they got. As long as they can be around when the crumbs fall, they'll be on that scene. They'll be part of the crew, part of the mantourage, they'll be like hangers on. 444. 4. coming through. Some of you are golf buddies with this person. Some of you don't want to take them on the buddy trip to Cabo anymore because they never bring enough cash. They always overdrink on everybody else's dime. They always are the one that's just like blackout, sloppy bullshit drunk. That makes the drama for everybody else. Somebody's always having to babysit this fool. And they always talking about their rich buddy that they get to go and do fun stuff with. Like they're the ones that's planned it. Oh, how do we get so far off? There's somebody in your energy that you're having to do this with. You're not really sure who it is in your crowd because you've only ever seen everybody on good terms. This isn't about testing your friends to find out, oh, if you were my real friend, then you would be doing this if I was in this kind of... No, that's not what this is about. There are people sucking off your energy and only because they think if they stay close to you long enough, that you'll drop something for them. They're a succubus. They want to be a succubus. They want to be your succubus. That's why you got to make like, I got nothing, man. I got nothing over here. I got this just, I'm making bologna sandwiches and shit, man. I don't know where you got the idea. Like, I had some stuff. That shit didn't go, but, you know, like, 5-time loser like me, none of my shit ever really works out. I mean, I know I told everybody that. Yeah. If you were ever going to lie about your fortunes, do it in the downward. Page of Cups. You got a relative coming in that thinks you won the lottery. Nah, man, you see that freaking, that nasty ass Ford Taurus out there. I had that engine rebuilt so I didn't have to buy a new car, man. To do my own brakes. Hey, you know anything about it? Yeah. And that's when you throw their game at them and go, hey man, let me hold $20. I'll get back to you. You know I'm good. Start throwing their game back. You know who this person is. This person is gonna come to you and play this at you. 4747. They're gonna come to you right now. Like, there it is. Confirmation. They just dropped it. Page of Cups. You just got the text message. Ding, ding, ding on the text message. While you're watching. You let it roll. You weren't listening. You heard it go off earlier. You may have heard it go off earlier, but while you're watching this, you're like, oh shit, I did have a text message came through earlier. I gotta go get my phone. Or I gotta go get my other phone, or whatever it is. Page of Cups. Taste, inclination, attachment, seduction, deception, artifice. Yeah, this is just like somebody trying to bottom feed off of you. Well, just like... Yeah, it's like you've got to race them to the bottom here. Act like a little bit of a... You don't have to go through with it. You don't like have to beg for a beer money and then actually go and have beer. It's just the presenting yourself as not... I wouldn't do this to anybody that I know, but I don't know anybody right now that I'm really trying to get rid of. How do you make yourself unattractive? Somebody don't take the hint. They're kind of pushy. I'm running into this. I keep running into this guy that was came around to my old store and was trying to sell me on some kind of subscription. The Hermit inversed and the Three of Wands. And now I see him at my gym, and I see him kind of flash of recognition because I was an unfinished mark. I was a target that he was never able to close a deal on. So I still occupy that little sensation in his brain as this hard pusher, toe in the door salesman type. Empress upside down, the Death card upside down, the Knight of Wands, and the Chariot. Somebody's trying to give you a hard sell. Two of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. Someone's giving you a hard sell right now. All right. Look, like and subscribe, and help the numbers grow. And every subscription is greatly appreciated. It helps the channel out so much. And we will continue to grow and play with this YouTube toy and see what we can do. See what we can make of all of this. And if you're interested in a personal read, hit me up in the comments. We'll work out how to do that. And yeah, I'm going to flip over to a live read here in just a minute, and we'll do some more. I hope you can join along. Take care.